Less than a month after he proposed Rahul Gandhi as the Prime Minister candidate of opposition in 2019 polls, DMK chief M.K. Stalin has now sidestepped. DMK chief Stalin today now saying he was merely echoing sentiments of people in Tamil Nadu, but cannot say the same about Bengal or Uttar Pradesh. Remember, Stalin had suggested Rahul Gandhi's name during an event in Chennai to inaugurate Karunanidhi's statue.
ஒரு மாநிலத்துக்கும் ஒவ்வொரு சூழ்நிலை இருக்கு. இப்ப கேரளா மாநிலத்தில் எடுத்துக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா காங்கிரஸுக்கும் கம்யூனிஸ்டுக்குமே அங்க போட்டி. அதே மாதிரி மேற்கு வங்கத்தை எடுத்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா அங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய சூழ்நிலைகள் வேறு. உத்தரப்பிரதேச மாநிலத்தை எடுத்துக்கிட்டா அங்க இருக்கக்கூடிய சூழ்நிலைகள் வேறு. ஆக அந்த நிலைகள்ல இப்படி இருக்கு. ஆக அவர்களை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் என்ன முடிவு எடுத்திருக்கிறாங்கன்னா, இப்போ நம்முடைய மாநிலத்தை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் நாம சொல்ல வேண்டிய அவசியம் இல்லை. தேர்தல் முடிந்ததற்கு பிறகு அதற்கு பிறகு உட்கார்ந்து பேசி ஒரு முடிவு எடுக்கலாம். யாரும் ராகுல் காந்தியை நீங்கள் சொன்னது தவறுன்னு சொல்லல.
So what had M.K. Stalin said earlier about Rahul Gandhi as the PM's candidate? Listen in.
On the occasion of unveiling Talaivar Kalaignar statue, I propose we will install a new Prime Minister in Delhi. We build a new India as a son of the Talaivar Kalaignar. I propose the candidature of Rahul Gandhi from Tamil Nadu. Welcome Rahul Gandhi. Give the nation good governance. Rahul has got the ability to defeat the fascist, Nazist Modi government.
Akshay Nath joins me live from Chennai. Akshay, why do you think M.K. Stalin has suddenly become so cautious and sidestepping?
Well, Pooja, we cannot say that Stalin has become conscious about his statement. Even now he's stating that according to the DMK, according to the people of Tamil Nadu, they would still propose Rahul Gandhi as the Prime Ministerial candidate or the next Prime Minister of the country. He wants to be the kingmaker, but at the same time he's saying that when it compared to the other states like West Bengal or Andhra Pradesh or the other participants who were there yesterday at the Kolkata rally, he cannot really talk about them. He's saying that they have decided that the Prime Ministerial candidate will be decided only after the elections. So Stalin continues to say that his support is for Rahul Gandhi, but he cannot talk about the rest of the country. But at least now he's trying to be like Karunanidhi himself, who was a kingmaker, Pooja. Karunanidhi had initially spoken about how Indira Gandhi could be a Prime Ministerial candidate. Similarly, when Sonia Gandhi was there, he had said that Sonia Gandhi could be a candidate for the Prime Ministerialship. And later we had seen how Sonia Gandhi had won the elections and had nominated Manmohan Singh as one. And this time around, Stalin also, who has now stepped up into the post of the DMK chief, is trying to become the kingmaker that his father was, and is also trying to propose a Prime Ministerial candidate and establish his stand even before the other political parties or other political leadership across the country could make up their mind, Pooja.
Very interesting, Akshay. So will people of Uttar Pradesh and Bengal also want Rahul Gandhi if they want him as the PM in Tamil Nadu? Akshay Nath with the details. Now, after the opposition's big show of unity against the Bharatiya Janata Party in Kolkata on Saturday, Prime Minister Modi launched a stinging counter against the opposition. Addressing a rally in Daman and Diu, Prime Minister Modi said that the opposition hated him for his tough war against corruption. He added that opposition's only agenda was to stop the BJP and that they had zero vision for India, only intending on furthering their dynasty. He further escalated his attack over Mamata Banerjee's show of strength in Kolkata and on social media site Twitter by claiming that opposition's talk of democracy happened in a state where ruling party does not even allow local elections democratically.
ये महागठबंधन एक अनोखा बंधन है। ये बंधन तो नामदारों का बंधन है। ये बंधन तो भाई भतीजावाद का बंधन है। ये बंधन तो भ्रष्टाचार का बंधन है। ये बंधन तो घोटालों का बंधन है। ये बंधन तो नकारात्मकता का बंधन है। ये बंधन तो अस्थिरता का बंधन है। ये बंधन तो असमानता का बंधन है, ये एक अद्भुत संगम है।
Let's listen in now to some more political reactions coming in on this Grand Alliance meeting.
The battleground for the political elections of 2019 is set. The irony is that it's a battle between confusion versus clarity. एक तरफ confusion है और दूसरे तरफ clarity है. The Bharatiya Janata Party has both leadership as well as achievements to showcase, while the so-called opposition has nothing but constructed a dais of confusion from the rooftop of which they are shouting.
बहुत स्पष्ट है कि जहां लोकतंत्र की बात है, हमने देखा है हर राज्य चुनावों में जहां ये विफल हुए हैं वहां पे भी जबरन अपनी सरकारें बनाते हैं। हमने देखा है कि सीबीआई में किस तरीके से दखलंदाजी कर कर उसमें तहस नहस मचाई हुई है। संवैधानिक तौर तरीकों का फॉलो ना कर कर अपनी मनमानी की हो, वो सिर्फ 2014 से श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी और उनकी सरकार ने किया है। तो शायद कहीं ना कहीं वो आत्मचिंतन कर कर इन शब्दों का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं।
This comes a day, remember, after PM Modi had slammed opposition and said that they fear the Bharatiya Janata Party. Listen in.
पश्चिम बंगाल में भारतीय जनता पार्टी का सिर्फ एक एमएलए है। एक, कितने? एक। लेकिन वहां बीजेपी से बचने के लिए पूरे हिंदुस्तान के सारे लोग इकट्ठे हो गए हैं। एक एमएलए वाली पार्टी उसके नींद हराम करके रख दी है, क्योंकि ये सत्य के मार्ग पर चलने वाले हम लोग हैं। एक एमएलए होने के बावजूद भी हिंदुस्तान का सारी जमात वहां इकट्ठे होकर के बचाओ 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 इसके नारे लगा रही है।
RTI report accessed by India Today revealing serious lapses and falsification of records by officials of the Bengaluru Central Prison in extending a preferential treatment to VK Sasikala. Although the Karnataka government has accepted the investigation panel report last year, even directing the Anti-Corruption Bureau to file a case, it was found that Sasikala did get VVIP treatment. It has also been discovered that Sasikala wore personal attire and even attended meetings with her visitors on the first floor of the prison. It also found that separate food was cooked for Jaya Aid in a special kitchen. Sasikala was entitled to 1 room, whereas she was given 5 by vacating other prison cells. Remember, VK Sasikala was convicted and sentenced to 4-year sentence in Bengaluru Parapana jail under disproportionate assets case.
I was in that position to take, to take those steps. So you can't expect reformation or things to be set right by people who are outside the system. Those who are in the system, who are duty bound to do that, have to do it. So that was my duty call, and I did the right thing, and law was always on my side, in the sense I have not flouted rules anywhere, and yeah, I gave the report.
So initially when I filed the RT application, they delayed to give the application, their query. Okay. So then the commission has directed to give the report. As of that, yesterday I got the report. Okay. The report says that the Sasikala is entitled for only 1 room. Okay. And she got the 5 rooms. Okay. The remaining 4 were already the convicts are serving the terms.
It's approved by the special investigation team that she has given special provisions and special amenities in the jail illegally. So the government or government machineries should take proper action against these illegal provisions. This is our stand.
Meanwhile, Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister G. Parameshwar said he does not know anything about these reports. Listen in.
Separate kitchen and separate cell and separate food was cooked and special facilities. An RTI document has proved it today. So what do you have to say?
You should ask the Home Minister.
You were the Home Minister before.
No, I was. Now I cannot answer for him.
Yeah, but your government was.
It's your government.
It was your government back then.
From your term.
No, I don't think so.
Staying with Karnataka, but also about resort politics that continues. A fresh controversy has now hit former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. In a tweet, BJP has slammed the former CM for flaunting what seems like a rupees 1.5 crore vehicle, a spectacle worth rupees 2 lakh and a Hublot watch worth rupees 80 lakhs. BJP is saying that the 10% state government money is flowing out now. BJP is also claiming that the Mercedes car was allegedly gifted to Siddaramaiah by another Congress MLA from Hebel Bhairathi Suresh. Congress heavyweight DK Shiv Kumar slamming the BJP for these claims, stating there is no record of any such gift received by the Congress leader.
No gift or anything, just for the travelling purpose he might have associated. What is there? We also sometimes take some of our friends' vehicle and we travel. There is no big issue. Is there any record that he has received a gift or anything? Nothing. There is no record.
They're saying earlier it was a watch, now it's a Mercedes car, and it's a 10% commission money that is coming out today is what BJP is saying.
I don't know anything about it. Let Siddaramaiah ji will answer that.
Sir, did you try speaking to him?
If he is the beneficiary, he will answer that.
Okay.
Sir,
Going across directly to Shalini Lobo. Shalini, how has this suddenly issues of austerity, of flaunting cropped up while resort politics is on?
Well, Pooja, right now it is a situation in Karnataka where the BJP and the Congress are fighting against each other. While there are allegations of horse trading also doing the round. Yesterday you had the BJP for Karnataka Twitter handle say that the Eagleton Resort, where the Congress MLAs are staying, that owes the government around 998 crores for land encroachment. And also the Congress vice versa hitting out at the BJP asking who is paying for their plush stay at ITC in Gurugram. So these are allegations and counter allegations being raised at each other. Today again the BJP for Karnataka Twitter handle actually posted a picture of that Mercedes SUV saying that Siddaramaiah received it as a gift from another Congress MLA after the watch that he received, which made headlines a while back. To which the Congress party, the top brass of the Congress party like DK Shiv Kumar said, we do borrow vehicles from our friends, or we do get in our friends' vehicles while we make our travel during the Lok Sabha elections. And since elections are around the corner, the former Chief Minister, who's the star campaigner, needs a comfortable vehicle to go around in. Now, very shortly, I'm outside the Eagleton Resort and we're expecting Siddaramaiah to come in the evening, and that's when we'll pose the question to him and we listen into what he has to say then. So that is why we're waiting outside the Eagleton Resort right now, Pooja.
Shalini, thank you so much for these details.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.